The third day's action at Worcester, and the match beautifully poised. No doubt about it, the weather the best we've seen so far in this opening encounter. And as Yorkshire's coach pulled in, the big question on everyone's lips, would Ryan Sidebottom be able to bat? Would Ryan Sidebottom be able to continue in the match? Well, as the players made their way to the dressing room and started to practice, it soon became apparent that Sidebottom was going to bat despite that difficult calf injury.
Ryan came off the field yesterday with an injury to his calf. We've been working on him through the evening and we'll be working on him this morning. Pretty hopeful that he can get out there and do his bit with the bat, but he's unlikely to take the field when we're out fielding today.
He came down the steps with Tim Bresnam and Will Rhodes to take part in the action. But when play began, a fine cut from Bresnam took Yorkshire to another bonus point as they went past 300. He struck Chantry to the boundary. Sidebottom's job was to defend stoutly, and he did that very well early in the proceedings. But then Bresnam went, caught in the slips by Fell, to give Gareth Andrew 5 wickets in the innings. Yorkshire all out for 307, a deficit of just 4. There's nothing in it at all. Worcestershire returned to the crease. Richard Oliver avoided a pair as he played Brooks down to fine leg for 1. But he then misjudged a Bresnam delivery and was out LW for 1. Moeen Ali arrived and promptly struck Bresnam to the boundary through the covers, but his appearance at the crease was short-lived as well, as the in-form Brooks produced a fine delivery and the edge to leaning in the slips. Now there was no holding Brooks back at this stage as he produced a brutal ball which Mitchell, the Worcestershire captain, edged to Leeds on the slips, and he's gone for 8, and Worcestershire in dire distress. Gidman, their new man, tried to ease the pressure as he guided a Brooks delivery for the offside for 4, but next delivery, Brooks did it again as Gidman edged to Hod and Worcestershire 21 for 4. Fell got 3 runs as he played a Bresnam delivery down to firm man, and after that he was nearly run out, but he hit a 4 to take the total to 29 for 4. Rhodes and Patterson came into the attacks, and Kohler Cadmore advanced down the track and blasted Rhodes for a new wicket and a nice 4. For a time, Worcestershire defended doggedly, but then wicket number 5 as Fell, a centurion in the first innings, edged Patterson to Leeds a slip. He'd gone for 14 with a score on 48. And Patterson was now getting in on the act, and he trapped Cox LBW for 0. Worcestershire now 48 for 6. Gareth Andrew came to the crease and brought the 50 up with a shot to the boundary, which was again loosely played off Will Rhodes. At lunch, Worcestershire 55 for 6, Kohler Cadmore 15, Andrew 5. It's an overall lead of 59 and a great session for the champions. The second session began and Worcestershire suffered a further blow. Kohler Cadmore, who previously found the boundary, miscued a Brooks delivery and was caught by Patterson at 24. Worcestershire 65 for 7. Chantry came in and hit Bresnam for 4 to try and ease their predicament. He added 2 more boundaries. Yorkshire kept on finding the edge of Andrew's bat, but he escaped the exit door for a time. But he did perish as he struck a Patterson delivery into the hands of Brooks. Andrew gone for 16. Seniaika and Chantry were going for their shots, and Seniaika was superbly caught by Rose in the covers of Patterson. Patterson then completed the innings, trapping Morris LBW for 0. So Worcestershire, 100 all out, Yorkshire requiring 105 to win. Patterson, a remarkable spell, 5 for 11. Brooks, 4 for 28 for 9 wickets in the match. Leeds and Rose came to the wicket needing that 105, and they started confidently as Worcestershire struggled to come to terms with the shock which had befallen them. Leeds led the way, but then Rose also started to find his feet with some impressive shots. Both were finding boundaries. Rhodes was able to introduce a reverse sweep, which he played to perfection for a 4. It became a battle for runs between the two as they dominated the Worcestershire attack. It looked like they were playing on a different pitch to their opposition. Leeds went to a second 50 in the match and Rhodes was 43 not out as Yorkshire won by 10 wickets for 22 points, a great start to their campaign in 2015. No wonder Chief Coach Jason Gillespie was delighted.
Incredibly pleased with our performance in this game. Yesterday, in the position we were in at tea, and then a day later, we're sitting here celebrating in our dressing room with a win, and win by 10 wickets, mind you, is incredibly pleasing. I think the intent we showed with the bat, I think was very telling in this game, even under pressure in our first innings. We stepped up and got the job done and got close to Worcester's first innings total. The third innings was always going to be tricky, and we felt that if we were ruthless with our line and length, we'd give ourselves a very good chance of putting the Worcester batting line up under pressure. We're fortunate enough to be able to do that. Thought the Jack Brooks and Tim Breslin's tone, the way they set the tone with their bowling, their aggressive, full of deliveries, really helped us out. And then Steve Patterson, career best 5 for 11, and just by hitting that shoebox on a good length, it was absolutely brilliant. And then to chase down a small target the way we did, Alex Lees leading from the front again to back up his first innings score. And then Will Rhodes, after getting a duck in his first championship innings, to then back it up with 40 odd not out to, help win a game by 10 wickets. Do his confidence a world of good. I thought he went out there and played very positively. So very, very pleased.